Royal Highness Prince George apparently is unhappy. But why? Hi, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Thank you for joining me today. And it's an interesting story, this, because Prince George, as you know, really entranced us all earlier this year when he went to the football with his father. I love that particular picture when he ran into the arms of his mother, Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, when, of course, we scored a goal. A lovely, lovely treat of a picture, as I'm sure you'll all agree. It's interesting, though, isn't it, to note when you look at things like that, they are very rare to see the royals caught sort of off guard. And I think it's always children, isn't it, correct me if I'm wrong, that no matter how you want to make sure you look perfect, a child can sometimes simply just trip up and break that image, which of course can then make the world like you even more. But apparently Prince George has been a little unhappy chappy, and we're not quite sure why, but I'll tell you the background to this particular story. As you know, earlier this year there was this terrible cartoon called The Prince. I thought it was ridiculous, in fact. It was a good idea but was lacking in direction, script, but the actual drawings were quite good, but the storyboards, I thought, well, where's this going? It actually went nowhere. What's interesting to note, though, of course, is that that isn't the problem for His Royal Highness Prince George. Apparently, according to a very good source, his mum revealed, Catherine, Kate, that George gets rather upset when he's watching these documentaries. In particular, he loves all things regarding the planet. Anything, of course, with Sir David Attenborough. Who doesn't enjoy those things? Meticulously researched, of course, beautifully shot, with his wonderful narratives underneath. But according to that good source, apparently George gets upset at the state of the planet and the fact that we're not protecting it. Now, I know you might think this is a little bit outlandish, but think about what you were like when you were that age. Things like that did, of course, upset you from time to time. Now, what I find interesting with this is that, of course, with Prince George, he will be one day our king. And obviously what he's taking in now is going to be very important for him as he moves forward in his life and eventually becomes monarch. Now, as we know, both his parents, Catherine and William, are wonderful advocates for, of course, saving the planet, with her and his recent attendee at the COP26. Let's just hope, though, because if Prince George is a little sad now, can you imagine if he got trapped in a lift with Greta? Oh, please. So I do kind of feel sorry a little bit for Prince George, because you do get affected by things when you're very young. But let's just remind him that the world's not going to end. It will all evolve as it has done for hundreds of years. And Catherine and William, if you're watching this, what a super little boy you've got. Neil Sean in the heart of London.